And I kind of wish I could tell you if there was some sort of significance to this. It sounds like a music piece, but I'm not a music person, so I don't know if that's supposed to be like a... maybe like a requiem or something? Because this is the Memorial Day challenge. I was kind of expecting it to involve, like, the heroes who were supposed to be dead in various timelines and stuff like that, so we get, like, Greatest Legacy, maybe Chrono Ranger or something like that, and build off that. Like, I can even see Freedom 6 Bunker in there, because that's when normal Bunker is dead, and GI Bunker is technically dead of old age by the time the main line's in effect, so... hell, we could even do retro heroes or something with old Legacy, technically old Bunker, since that's what GI Bunker is. And we could do Mr. Fixer, since he's technically not dead, it's just he's up there in age, but that's all speculation on my part. But anyway, as for the one-shot. For some reason, it's been quiet around Rook City the past week. Maybe all those criminals have turned over a new leaf, Setback thought to himself. He whistled cheerfully as he strolled by the old industrial complex. Turning a corner, he bumped into a guy with glowing green eyes and a sweet cape. "Whoops, sorry," Pete exclaimed. The Argent Adept got to his feet unperturbed. "It is fortunate we met, my tuneless friend. A great danger approaches. You must summon your compatriots at once." So yeah, he's kind of slamming the whole whistling thing. Kind of harsh there. But anyway, we are in the Pike Industrial Complex taking on the villains of the multiverse, the Vengeful Five, with Fright Train at the lead. So it's Fright Train, Friction, Ermine, Baron Blade, and Proletariat. So this is not random, we're going to go in and see where the chips fall. I should also mention we're given the Dark Watch here with Argent Adept filling in for Pinion, or Harpy, or whatever you want to call her. All aboard, the Fright Train's a-comin'. So much anger. If I cannot rest, then I shall fight. And then we'll go over what they have in a second. Let's just get this show on the road. Engine of Destruction, deal more, take more on behalf of Fright Train. Shock Dampener is immune to electric damage. Stolen Gear, she gets an extra card play. Constant Prattle, we lose the top card of our decks at the start or at the end of her turn. Genetically Fused Physique, Blade takes less damage and deals more. Or he heals, that's what it is. He takes less and heals. He pulls the Omni Blade as his nemesis. Proletariat pulls one clone. Two clones. And then last stop. So we reveal the top card of the environment deck. If it's a target, we take damage. If not, we're off the hook. Super Cool and Matt does not have anything, so we only have to worry about his hit. And I'm going to steer this into Expatriette because she's the most expendable one here. So for Mr. Fixer, in order to use his power, we have to sacrifice something. I'm going to sacrifice the toolbox. A toolbox is not a toy. It gives us 2 card draws, such as our beloved Jackhandle. So I could have done Dual Crowbars here, I guess. But it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. And then you want to hit Fright Train because he takes more damage. So 35 down to 31. So yeah, had I used Dual Crowbars, I would have hit for 4 and then 5. It's just, I'm not sure who I'd hit first. Ermine and... yeah, it'd have to be Ermine. You know, I never actually read the flavor text on their cards. And unfortunately, I'm not really in the mood to do so now. Hey, these things are great. Lots of warning messages, though. Must be an error. That sounds like a lot of people I know. So we'll let Setback take that, since he's probably the next most expendable one. So we're gonna look up. Man, good thing that window was there to break my fall. And these guys, too. And then we are going to use that. And we're gonna hit Fright Train for 4 more damage, knocking him down to 27. So we took off over 1/5 of his health right there. We draw cause and effect. So Tantrum comes out, she's going to destroy environment cards for me, so I don't have to manage the environment. She reveals Sleight of Hand, someone has to put a card on top of their deck, which is going to be Nightmist. So when you're playing Darkwatch Nightmist, it's all about manipulating the top card of her deck. Unfortunately, whatever you put there is going to get immediately sacrificed, so just keep in mind you're discarding here. We're going to get rid of the Heedless Slash, and everyone takes a point of damage. And And then for the discards, like I said, we're losing our top card. No environment cards to be destroyed, and Nightmist gets her turn. So we're going to use Heedless Lash. We pull Master of Magic, we take 3, and then we can deal 4 more over to Fright Train. So we took off basically a third of his health here. We're going to put Master of Magic in play, even though it's probably not going to last, and I just realized. By the light of the stars and the power of untold gods. Touching sources of arcane power can both strengthen and destroy. Then we're going to use her power to arrange the top card. Remember, the top card is what you draw, so we want this planar banishment. And then we're going to put the Mistbound on top so I can pop 4 ongoings. Baron Blade, he's going to pull a chance at vengeance. Oh no, the Impulsion Beam. So yeah, that pulls the first target on top of his deck. Well, the closest one to the top of his deck. We're going to let the Adept take this one since he's at full. Basically spread the pain. Blade heals up, then he punches Fixer. So the only weapon we have is our machine gun. We're going to play that, and you may be tempted to fire this because, let's face it, there's a lot of targets here. Trick. Aim first. So as you know, I have my decks marked. The top card is going to be, I can show you it in a second. This one. Biometric Plasma Vat. As a result, everything you damage will get healed, so don't bother. So flanking maneuvers, it's painful for setback, doesn't really matter which one's the lowest, and then we're going to have these two take the hit. So now we need to use Inventive Preparation, and we are going to conduct. So we pull a Vernal Sonata, 1 hit point across the board, and we'll choose here. I need Meditation for potentially a style, because I can get Grease Monkey Fist, turn my damage into Psychic, and Proletariat no longer redirects it. For Comic Retribution, I'll take that. I'll take a Heedless Lash. It's probably going to get discarded by Constant Prattle, but oh well. I'll take an RPG launcher in case I need to manage stuff, and I do not want that Inventive Preparation. So for our 1 card play, we are going to give this to Mr. Fixer so he can play his Jackhandle now. Got an Instrumental Conjuration. Yeah, you may be tempted to play Arcane Cadence. That's another one down the wrong path, I believe. So there's the Biometric Plasma Vat. So 1 healing across the board, and there's 1 point of damage reduction in effect from here on out. So that's going to offset Engine of Destruction. And then that's going to get popped. I think it is on Friction who has Tantrum, but whoever has Tantrum is going to clear that out. So 4 melee damage to Mr. Fixer. 3 to Nightmist. And we're going to use Charge here for big damage. In case you're wondering for what I'm going to destroy, it's going to be the song that the Adept has out. So we're going to Charge. Now, I don't think it really matters, but I'm going to go ahead and hit one of these first. And then just straight across the board. Then we're going to strike, using the Jackhandle. So just double checking it. This guy is going to die here. And then, like I said, we're getting rid of the Inventive Preparation because ongoings are not going to last here. That's also why I did not play Harmony, in case you're wondering. So Blinding Surge, there go our ongoing. She has 3 Surge cards in the trash, so 3 must be destroyed. So there goes Looking Up and Master of Magic. So like usual, actually it doesn't matter, but I was going to say like usual, we're going to try to steer this into Expatriette, since she's the most expendable one. And I just realized something. Never know when you'll need an extra long lever. And their eyes beg me for mercy. I grant it with my fist. So we can use cause and effect here to destroy Constant Prattle. This is going to deal psychic damage to ourselves, which we can actually send into Proletariat since he cannot redirect. So get rid of this so that we can actually set up Nightmist properly. It may seem kind of wasteful, but like I said, when you're playing Darkwatch Nightmist, it's all about setup, so it's totally worth it. Now we're going to use his base power. I just realized I didn't read this one. Okay, look. Ow. Hey, that's not really nice at all. We're going to use his base power, so we'll block 2 damage at the cost of 1 unlucky token. We draw the Karmic Retribution from Vernal Sonata. Out comes Subtle Diversion, which we can pop with the Planar Banishment. Heavy hitter. So we actually want to pick up the jack handle here because we're going to use the machine gun since we aimed. So, second lowest, actually doesn't matter. And then Tantrum cleared that out for me. So we're going to use Planar Banishment. I take 3 damage here, unfortunately, but we can clear out Genetically Fused Physique. We could destroy 3 ongoings, 1 for each point of damage we took, kind of. It's based off the number on that card, which was 3, not actually the damage we take, in case you want to block that one way or another. We'll also get rid of Flanking Maneuvers to mitigate some of his damage, and we'll get rid of Subtle Diversion so we don't have to worry about redirections. Now, I could really go for an Oblivion, couldn't you? What's a tune? Oblivion! So we're going to put that on top. And then these don't matter because we're going to pull them both. We'll put Master Magic on top. I cast thee through the gates of Relay. Vengeful Assault. So they're going to be dealing more damage from here. Until Blade's next turn. He also hurts himself more, so there's that. So right here, in order to take advantage of the aim, we need to use the shock rounds. And then we're going to fire our machine gun. So order here does matter. You want to hit this guy first. And the reason for that is your shock rounds immediately proc, so we can execute this thing and no damage is redirected away from Proletariat. And then we're going to kill Tantrum. We're going to wipe out the stolen gear. Friction is not going to take any damage from this because of the shock dampeners, but the dampeners themselves will get damaged. So from here, order doesn't matter. And then we do have to finish our machine gun proc. That's going to destroy the stolen gear. So we get an RPG launcher, courtesy of Vernal Sonata, and we lose the aim bonus. Radioactivist. So the highest we're going to say is Setback. Fixer takes the burn damage from Radioactivist. And now we do want to use Cadence. By the way, I should also point out, if you notice, each one of these guys has their icons active because there is a nemesis for them. Revenant is going to come out shortly, but Zhulong, I think, no, the Sierra's Fanatic. I don't know who her nemesis is. And then her nemesis is Citizen Slash. So we need to... Let's see, this is a card draw, so that's the one that I need to put on the field, I believe. Or wait, I need to put that on the bottom of the deck. So we need to palm this. This goes on top. Very bottom is going to be Counterpoint Bulwark. We're going to trash this. And then Impulsion Beam stops the Scherzo from being played. So it goes back to your deck. We can Conduct to get the card off the bottom. That gives us a card draw, which we can give to Mr. Fixer to retrieve his jack handle. Gotta remember that stupid Impulsion Beam is there. So, Mutagen, next card's another Mutagen. Locomotivation. So, Off the Rails goes into play since that was not a nemesis. Poor Omnitron. He's trying to protect Raptorbot. But yeah, Adept is kind of expendable here. So no one is low enough to get destroyed. Fixer eats that 5 points of damage. So we need to play our jack handle. And order here does not look to matter because we're going to destroy the impulsion beam and the shock dampener. There's no redirections or anything. We have Proletariat half dead. And the card we're going to part with, I need to see. She has the assault rifle now, so I'm going to get rid of the machine gun. Bloody Knuckles. So that is the star card of Darkwash Mr. Fixer. I'll explain shortly, but in the meantime we have a Revenant problem. So Revenant increases the damage of the guy that has the most HP, and then when Setback's on the field, he increases all villains by 1 point of damage. So it doesn't really matter here. We'll have Setback take it. So there's no ongoings for me to destroy. As a result, I'm going to cash out instead. Since you can still use your power without tokens, I'm going to sack them for 2 card draws. We get Fumbling Fool and Friendly Fire. And now that I think about it, I haven't really been reading the cards again, have I? Once again, Evil mindlessly strives for nothing. And then her shock rounds. How do you like me now, Twitchy? So that's actually her shooting both Setback and Revenant. So for the discards, I think Nightmist is the one who needs to keep her cards. It really doesn't matter. So Mr. Fixer first, we do not need Salvage Yard, we'll get rid of. For Setback, we are going to get rid of Friendly Fire, I hate that card. For Expatriette, we can get rid of a rocket launcher. For the Adept, we can get rid of Syncopated Onslaught, and we'll stop with Nightmist. So everyone gets 2 points of healing, and then we'll mitigate some damage. Surprising Fortune, which I can't use because I have no tokens. So Calypso is going to force us to collect our ongoings. So I probably should have actually left the machine gun up. Oh well. So, the moment you've been waiting for, folks. Oblivion. So, first card is what everyone takes. We're going to choose the 2-point Master of Magic. Order here I don't believe matters. I didn't see anything that would come up to be redirected or anything. So Omniblade's going to bite the dust here, and Revenant and Calypso will be kind of low. So, wouldn't you like an encore of that? Lo and behold. For the top card, we'll make it the Elder Ring. Empyrean. So the Adept is taking quite a beating here. So I'm going to play the Assault Rifle, and we're going to shoot immediately. Ah, you missed me. I won't miss you. So Fixer is going to kill him, and probably him. So I'm going to shoot the 3 that have health. Got a submachine gun for my trouble. Overwhelm the Mighty. Damn, she has a lot of HP. Well, that's remedied. But Nightmist wish I'd keep my mouth shut right now. So we're gonna play the Inspiring Supertonic right now because I need to heal. Strike swiftly. And we get the Lyra. This is pretty much the only company that I can use. So we drew the Counterpoint Bulwark. Not bad. Experimental Mutagen. someone has to sack a hand, or we all discard. So I'd rather everyone discard. So we're gonna get rid of the Dual Crowbars because I'm not using them. We'll get rid of Surprising Fortune because I can't use this. We'll get rid of Mists of Time since I don't see myself using that. I don't see myself using Quick Draw. And I'm not going to use Shared Zoe because I have to get the pipes out for that. It's going to take too long for a villain's game, basically. So, we're going to play Bloody Knuckles. That's going to deal 5 points of damage across the board. So, we'll hit Proletariat first, which will take out one of the nemesis. We'll hit Fright Train. And I think this is ending this turn. So there goes Revenant, they lose their damage boost. Calypso's down, they can't stall me. And we're going to get rid of Bloody Knuckles immediately, so I don't have to take the penalty for it. So we get a meditation that I'm not going to be able to use. Unhealthy Speed. So 1 point of damage across the board. Then she zaps herself. Highest HP we'll say is Expatriette. So we're going to play Uncharmed Life just because I don't have anything else at the moment. And we'll mitigate. See, I stopped reading the flavor text again. Heavy Hitter. So we have to get rid of something. I think we're going to do the Uncharmed Life. Sleight of Hand. So I need to see what Nightmist has real quick. I can put a Mistbound there. And then we'll use Oblivion. So this is for everyone. And then just the villains. So Blitz gonna commit suicide on his turn. So I'll take a Scouring Mist just in case somehow this doesn't end. Order doesn't matter for the rest. Aw, man. So that's gonna draw this out. Lowest HP we'll say is the Adept. Empyrean just blew himself up. So I'm going to use this. Destroy the speedy sidestep. We're going to hit the negation bands. And then, does he heal if I... Yeah. So we're going to burn out friction. Then we're going to use the assault rifle. We'll destroy those bands. So now the big question is, can the Argent Adept deal 1 point of damage? Nightmist has to pick up her trash. And I actually don't need to. I can basically pass a turn with the Lyra. So we're gonna give a power play to Expatriette since she's the only one that deals damage without consequence. GG. So that's the Vengeful 5, folks. Overall, not too bad. I mean, highest HP being 10 and the low being 4. Could have went a little bit smoother, I guess, but still, overall not too bad, especially when you realize you have the Dark Watch here of all teams. So in reality, I'm kind of surprised that there's really just not at least 2 people down just for having them with. Like I say, I may be critical, maybe Harpy or Opinion, whatever you want to call her, will change things when she's added to the team. It's just they leave a crap load to be desired. Anyway, there's your mint. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.